Hi there, Lou. Department of Public Health officials in their media briefing earlier today, they outlined why some schools should reopen. They say, of course, they're concerned about possible outbreaks on campus. But they say right now the data shows that schools are not high-risk settings for transmission of COVID-19 as long as safety measures are in place. Bolstered by current guidance from the CDC that schools should reopen, LA County Department of Public Health announced elementary schools, dozens in the area, can resume in-class instructions with declining case rates, as Los Angeles school superintendent makes a different case that it's still too risky to reopen campuses.
LA County's adjusted case rate has remained under 25 new cases per 100,000 people for 5 consecutive days, meeting the state requirement for schools that want to reopen for on-site learning for students in grades TK through grade 6.
Public health officials say elementary schools would first have to submit plans certifying they've enacted new safety measures, allowing for safe reopening. On Monday, hours after Superintendent Austin Buettner announced LA schools will remain closed until more progress is made on vaccinating staff.
The Los Angeles area has yet to meet the state standards for schools to reopen.
Los Angeles County Supervisor Janice Hahn indicated the county had officially reached the state's threshold for reopening elementary schools.
We've hit that mark. And that's a real testament, in my opinion, to the public.
Hahn added the county has vaccinated more than 1 million residents, leading to the drop in infections. But many LA teachers feel they haven't turned that corner on combating coronavirus, and that many instructors are concerned about returning to the classroom before getting vaccinated. But in one district, the Las Virgenes Unified School District, the superintendent, Dr. Dan Stefanowski, says they've managed to safely reopen campuses even without teachers and staff members fully vaccinated. They resumed in-person learning, starting with 200 students back in October. Now, roughly 67 days later, they're up to 2,200 students, with 80% of families allowing their children back in the classroom, preschool through 3rd grade.
We've had 0 on-site transmission, which is phenomenal, and it's all the credit to the staff, the students and the parents, everyone taking this seriously.
The superintendent says while he understands the school reopening debate fueling both sides, he believes districts can make the transition from virtual learning by not just implementing but enforcing strict safety guidelines and protocols. One thing that's made the biggest difference for his district: thorough health screenings for staff and students.
We don't let our students leave the car with their parents until they pull up their phone and show us that they've done the health screening. The health screening has 10 or so questions about travel, about exposure, about any symptoms.